Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a mid-month for November 14th through the 30th. We're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Pisces, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Whew, let's see. Oh, also, Pisces, there's some construction going on outside. It's kind of died down now, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if you do hear some beeping, it's the construction. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you get the Justice card. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. That's showing up strongly here. It's all signs, obviously. Libra is just kind of popping up at the very top. Main energy for your reading, the King of Wands. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this reading because this is, mid-month, but I'm talking about the 14th through the 30th. Your energy for this reading is very good. You embody an energy of feeling amazing, feeling attractive, feeling great, really taking control, feeling bold, feeling optimistic, right? I fear that you may be faking it till you make it a little bit. I don't know if you're actually embodying this energy or if this is an energy that you are kind of presenting to the world. We'll see more once we clarify. In the recent past, you get the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. You're doing your own thing. You're focused on yourself. The 9 of Pentacles is a very, very positive energy where you're kind of standing on your own 2 feet. You can take care of yourself, right? But there's an energy here of you also feeling a little bit unhappy, a little bit disappointed, a little bit, kind of down in the dumps. It's because you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Now, I don't know what's necessarily overwhelming you here in the recent past. We're going to clarify and see in a minute. But there is an energy here of you kind of not really feeling like yourself when it comes to an emotional perspective. And again, we'll see exactly why. In the current situation, you get the 3 of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Page of Swords. You and another energy, could be romantic, could be friendship, we'll clarify and see. You're working together. You're coming together to rebuild trust, rebuild the foundation, rebuild this connection. You've decided on doing this. You're good. Like it seems to be working. You do have your doubts, though. You do have your question marks here where you're like, is this the right thing for me to do? Is this something I want to do? Should I do this? There's some question marks, and we'll see what these question marks are all about. In the near future, you get the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Your intuition is trying to just tell you to chill. Your higher self has got this in the near future, but here in the 3D world, you're still stressing. You're still stressing, and because you're stressing, you're trying to emotionally detach yourself from the situation as a bit of like an emotional buffer, emotional protection, so that you're not really kind of feeling too much of these difficult energies. Let's see what's going on. We'll start off by clarifying the King of Wands, which is the main energy for this reading. King of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. This is definitely a love reading, okay? On the surface, like I said, you're putting on a very good front. You're kind of like, I'm good, I'm amazing, I'm attractive, I'm great, everything's working out for me. But deep down, the only thing that you actually want to do, and I do see you actually taking action, what you're actually focused on energetically is this relationship. There is a soul connection showing up here for you, and it's romantic. It's a relationship. It's romantic, there's love here, and you're investing all of your energy into making this connection work. And that seems to make you feel very, very good. Like I said, the King of Wands is a very, very good energy. My only concern is that you may be faking it till you make it, but we'll clarify and see when we get to the current situation. But overall for this reading, love. Your energy is focused on love, this soul connection, rebuilding the trust and getting that love back into the picture. Let's take a look at the recent past. Start off by clarifying the 7 of Cups in the recent past. 7 of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords. You're a little bit emotionally overwhelmed here in the recent past. And what you're doing when you do get into the state of emotional overwhelm, you kind of focus on yourself, which is beautiful. You get into this energy of really nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your environment, making sure that, you're kind of just like focused on the day-to-day energy to make sure that you are good. I do see that what's actually overwhelming you here in the recent past is the past. Something that happened in the past which was not so great, doesn't have the best energy surrounding it. You're still confused about what happened, how it went down, how things unfolded. And because that's emotionally overwhelming you, because it's emotionally confusing you, and you really don't like being in that energy, obviously, you're like, let me just take care of myself. I can't go back to the past and change it. I don't have the answers that I need about what happened in the past. So let me just focus on myself. Let me take care of myself. And then I'll be able to get into an energy where I'll have more clarity here. I like it. I like it. No spiraling for you in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups in the recent past for you. Four of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the World, and the Five of Pentacles. What's making you unhappy here in the recent past is the ending of this connection. You were with somebody who you found very beautiful, very attractive, also very confident, and somebody that you were attracted to not just physically, but also energetically. Like this person just drew you in. For some of you, it may have been a Sagittarius. They just kind of drew you in magnetically, and you're showing me what actually, like the reason I'm bummed out in the recent past, the reason I'm disappointed is because that ended. That connection ended. There was definitely an ending of a cycle here. There was an ending of a connection, and you're experiencing the loss of it. You're kind of like, well, this freaking sucks. Like you feel like you've been abandoned. This is essentially like you're experiencing the loss and the pain and the separation from this person and from this connection. And that's what's kind of getting you a little bit down in the dumps in the recent past here, energetically at least. Let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles in the recent past. Oh, okay. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Like I said, in the recent past, you're heavily focused on doing your own thing, standing on your own 2 feet, taking care of your stability, your independence, right? But in the background, you're also still evaluating and assessing and thinking, and this is you, Pisces, you get the moon, thinking about the love that you have for this person, the love that this person has for you. Energetically, you still feel very connected to them. And you're showing me, I can feel their emotions. I know that what I feel for them, they feel for me and vice versa. There's no doubt about that. Now, I will say this though, the thought that there could still be something there in the recent past does light you up inside. It does make you feel good. It makes you feel a little bit lighthearted, right? The Page of Wands is like a fun, playful energy. And you're showing me that energy tied up to thinking about this love, thinking about this connection, thinking about the emotion that you two share. So I do feel like the fact that there could still be something there is what's keeping you going here in the recent past. And it seems to actually manifest in the current situation. But let's see. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, which is you, the Eight of Cups, which you get again in the near future, and the Seven of Cups, which you got in the recent past. When I see repeating cards, it's essentially tying all the energies together for me. You and this person are coming back together in the current situation to work on things, to rebuild trust, because you don't want this ending, they don't want this ending, okay? Now, I do see you still maintaining a little bit of an emotional detachment here because you're like, hey, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to dive in with both feet, get too emotionally invested, get too emotionally into this, and then completely have my heart broken all over again. So you are cautiously optimistic here, but I do still see you pursuing this. I do still see you coming in and rebuilding with this person. Despite the fact that you're a little emotionally overwhelmed, despite the fact that this is kind of throwing you for a bit of a loop, you're showing me it doesn't matter. I want this, they want this, we're working together. I can work through my confusion, my emotional overwhelm. I can work through all of that. It's beautiful. Mind over matter type thing. Mind over emotions, I should say. Let's take a look at the Judgment in the current situation. The Judgment is clarified by the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Nice. Things are happening very, very quickly. Once you decide I'm committing to this, I'm doing this, I'm investing my energy in rebuilding this connection, the universe is like, okay, You want this? I hear you. Let's go. There's a lot of momentum making this happen from the universe. And you go from the page to the king. That's literally like going 0 to 60 very, very quickly. And it's all because you have decided that you want to revive this, that you want to revive this connection, that you don't want to be in the energy of this ending and let that be the main energy between the two of you. This is very beautiful, Pisces. It's like once you get on board, the universe is like, okay, I'm with you. Also, like I said before, Pisces, if you enjoy these readings and you want to say thank you, donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the current situation. Page of Swords is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. You're doubting whether or not this is actually moving in the direction that you want. So what I mean by that, you have an immense fear that this is all going to just come crumbling down, that this is smoke and mirrors, because things are happening very, very quickly, right? You guys, and this is just an example, you and your person go from not talking at all after the separation to all of a sudden talking and texting and communicating, and like things are really happening very, very beautifully here in the 3D world. And I do see you coming in and kind of doubting it and questioning it and being like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This looks like we're healing. This looks like we're fixing this. This looks like we're rekindling this connection, like we're restarting it, right? We're making things happen together. Is this too good to be true? So I do see you kind of allowing your doubts in the current situation to not pump the brakes, but essentially because your fear of this all coming crumbling down is kicking in a bit, because things seem a little bit too good to be true, right? I do see you kind of having those internal doubts. So if you do feel like you're questioning this in the current situation, just know that that shows up in your energies, and it seems like it's just all up in your head. There's nothing actually here in the 3D world, which lends itself to be like, hey, Pisces, you got to chill, take it slow. Let's see, let's take a look at the Nine of Swords in the near future. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Fool, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful new beginning, okay? Whatever was difficult, whatever was stressing you out, whatever was weighing heavily on you, whatever you literally felt was like a burden, right? The universe is like, delete. Starting fresh. This is a fresh start. It's a clean slate. It's like a new beginning for you. And the universe is like, the burdens, the hardship, get rid of them. They have no place in the future. Do not drag the past into the future. And I don't see you doing that. It's just the universe kind of being like, Pisces, the hard part's over. You can relax now. Really beautiful energy. Let's take a look at the Eight of Cups, because you got it in the current situation as well. Eight of Cups is clarified by the Hierophant, the Tower, and the King of Cups. You're still maintaining a bit of an emotional disconnect here. You're not letting yourself get too emotionally invested in this connection, even though you are going towards higher levels of commitment. You and your person, things are happening very, very quickly, right? And you're showing me, I love them. I know they love me. But you do still have that fear of it not working out, the fear of everything crumbling down. That is in the center. So it's letting me know that your defense mechanism to kind of like, oh, I'm not going to get hurt again in case this doesn't work out, because you do have that fear that it may not work out. You're keeping a bit of an emotional detachment from this to be like, oh, okay, well, maybe if I'm just emotionally detached a bit, or I'm emotionally disconnected, if it doesn't work out, then it's not going to hurt as bad. Which, I mean, let's be honest, that's kind of nonsense. You're totally emotionally into this. You're emotionally invested in this. It's moving in a good direction. But this is just defense mechanism, which is fine. We all do it. Let's take a look at the High Priestess for you in the near future. Beautiful. You've got 3 out of 4 aces. This is new beginning central for you in this reading. High Priestess is clarified, and you got the 4th ace, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have all 4 aces. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new beginning energy. The High Priestess is clarified by the Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. The universe is just letting you know, and your higher self is telling you this. Be happy, okay? The Ten of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the deck. This is a complete shift. The Wheel of Fortune is literally a transformative change. It's a turning point. It's like a new phase beginning, right? And you're clear on this. You're crystal clear on this. Logically, you know this. The only thing standing in your way here, right, from fully embracing this energy is just your fear that it's not going to work out. But it is working out. So it's almost like you're fearing something that's going to happen when it's not happening. It all seems to be perfect for you. Wow, 4 aces. That's beautiful. All 4 aces on the table. Love it. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Pisces. From the universe, you get the 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you are a little guarded. You are still defensive. You see this person as like your long-term partner, your long-term, the person you can build with. But you don't want to get hurt again. They really did break your heart at some point. They really did hurt you, and you don't want that to happen again in this long-term connection. So you are guarded. You are defensive, but I don't actually see that stopping the energies at all, especially once you align with your higher self here in the near future. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. Beautiful reading. I really hope it resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy these mid-month readings, I've recently just started doing them. I usually only do monthly. If you enjoy the mid-month, let me know in the comment section below so I can continue doing them. Or if there's any other types of readings that you want to see, let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces, and I'll see you here on the next one.